See, why is it so? I don't know. What's up, y'all? Another Wednesday. We out here. Wait a second. Having a little problem with. Yeah, having a little problem with. Am I hitting something wrong? Anyway, whatever. It's another Wednesday. Promise Mangum. You already know what it is. Bankshot Basketball presents Behind the Business. Oh, there you go. With Promise Mangum. You already know what it is. Tired, sleeping, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Because guess what? Every Wednesday we're going to do this. We're going to be featuring businesses. We're out here doing big things, trying to make it happen. I do have somebody up here who is actually big player, trying to get like him. And I say that because he does own his own semi-pro or professional basketball team. He does big things down there in Alabama. If you didn't know the song that I did on IG, that is Alabama Anthem, at least to me, Alabama Anthem. And yeah, it's just really good to see the growth when it comes to trying to build up and connect in the basketball community. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are, and we'll get into it, brother. Wait, can you hear me? Are you muted? You're not muted. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. See, I know I'm having a problem. What's that? Can you hear me now? You can't hear me. I can't hear you. Do you have AirPods in? No, you can have AirPods. Having a little technical difficulties. Real quick. How about this? I'll put you down and then you log back in. Maybe that'll fix the problem. No, that's not gonna work. Sorry, guys. I had to stream. We're back. Can you hear me? I still can't hear you. Try closing out and then logging back in. Yeah, we're about to see what happens real quick, guys. Anyway, Promise Mangum. Like I said, just follow them on Instagram. Just do it like that. Sister Drags on Instagram. Yeah, it was a during 2012, or I'm sorry, not 2012, 2020, 2021. Slight pandemic stuff still. It was I reached out to them. I was down in Pensacola and trying to get the basketball stuff going. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you good now.
There you go. Okay, that's what happens. Just little technical difficulties. It's all good. So, like I said, I already get the intro, so you go ahead and tell them what's up.
All right. Oh, man, I couldn't hear the intro, but that's okay. Hey, I'm Bryishun Pernell. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. I am the owner and president of the Central Alabama Jaguars, professional men's basketball team here in Montgomery. We recently participated in the league of the TBL, the basketball league. We're sitting this season now to kind of get our community and get involved in our community. Next season, we are officially going to be a part of the TBL. And we're just excited to be promoting our team and getting our information out there in the community and in the world. So again, my name is Bryishun Pernell. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, and I want to give you a little bit more information about the Central Alabama Jaguars and how we started, where we're hoping to go in the future.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. So, like, one thing I do know.
Yes,
one thing
sir.
I do know. One thing I do know is when we talked earlier, I think in 2021, the TBL did not understand how fast you grew.
Yes, sir.
And how much I don't want to say clout, but it's like how well you understood the community and really built up the organization that quickly. Elaborate on that a little bit.
Oh man, we started back in 2021 as an independent team. And we went from there, not knowing what I was getting myself into. Of course, I'm not a basketball player. I was a track runner. But, not knowing what I was getting myself into, a group of guys pulled together and, we started the team. And so basically, we started back in 2021 as an independent team. And we joined the official basketball league. I went to the Final Four in that with the group of players that we had our second season, and rolled out of the official basketball league straight into the TBL. So we kind of moved fast paced with it nonstop. So I haven't had a break since we started. So I'm grateful for the opportunity for those guys here in Montgomery to kind of allow me to basically spearhead and take the Central Alabama Jaguars to a whole new level in our community and bringing basketball to our area in a professional manner.
Definitely. Like, one of the biggest things I do know, minus the colleges down there, I think the closest thing is
Atlanta.
I think the Birmingham Squadron, that's G League. They're there. So, but it's not too many other folk that's like within I want to say a 3 mile or 3 hour radius of Montgomery, 3 to 4 hour radius of Montgomery.
Right.
So that's really good. That's really a big type deal. As far as I did see a lot of your community stuff. So elaborate on your community outreach, because I know that's another reason why the Montgomery has taken so much of a liking to y'all and really built up your community that way. So talk about some of your outreach programs that you do as well right now.
So with me, I'm a high school teacher. Well, actually, this is my last week teaching high school. I'm actually have a new job opportunity as the communications director with the Family Guidance Center. And basically, the Guidance Center allows me to participate even more in the community by helping less fortunate, helping the community, whether it's bill payments, whether it's financial gain or needs, as far as, assistance to our community. And so basically, with the Jaguars coming into place, that actually plays a part as well, because we have different things that we do in the community as far as uplifting our youth. We have a youth basketball team. If you all follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that information. If you pay attention to our Instagram and Facebook, you'll also see that we participate with a lot of our community organizations as far as parades. We just had Mardi Gras, which, we weren't able to participate with, but we were a contributor. I'm also a part of the Chamber of Commerce, both Montgomery and my hometown, Millbrook, Alabama. And so I'm on a lot of boards, the Community Improvement Association, which we're actually they're getting ready to honor me as a celebration of Black excellence in our community. So I'm getting ready to be honored as a trailblazer community leader. And I'm only 33 years old, so just learning from the best. I got a lot of leaders that I look up to in our community. So
Like you're part. You're part. I was like, you're part of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, sir.
You do all that, but like goodness.
I don't rest. I'm sorry.
Like
I
goodness.
don't rest at all. And I'm young, so I have all the time. And this is something that, you know, my mom and dad always instilled in me. You help your fellow community. And so basically I know where I come from. And so that's why I have the attitude that I have with just getting involved and just doing things to kind of basically putting on a platform such as the Central Alabama Jaguars and the Youth Jaguars team, so that these people here in our community can have something to look forward to and have fun while doing it.
Definitely. So I know that only been a couple years doing this. So what's the future right now of semi-pro basketball? I'm guessing from your perspective, like what's the where do you see this?
We are taking this season off with the TBL, which allows me to plan accordingly. And so the future is looking bright for Montgomery and Central Alabama Jaguars professional men's basketball. And so I'm very excited on what the future may bring. We're excited. We may have some opportunities for people to get paid while working with our organization as well. And so the future is looking bright for the Central Alabama Jaguars. And so we look forward to ATM Bankshot of America to kind of partner with us as well. And so I've been talking to you a long time trying to get you to Alabama. And so we got some good stuff planned. I'm actually bringing in new people in our community that actually knows the sport, knows the approach as far as businesses, knows the approach as far as our community, because I am a business major, marketing major, but I don't know everything. So I want to get all sorts of life, a more diverse crowd even, to kind of get involved with our program to take it up even more, take it up a notch in our community. So we have a mascot as well, and we have a cheer as well, so dance group. And so we're just having fun with it, taking it up a notch.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's take a step back real quick. Now, you said you're taking a little break from the TBL, the basketball league, if y'all recognize that one. That's on Instagram. I think it's TB League.
It's the basketball league, TBL.
Gotcha. So you're taking a break, but I know that y'all your reputation, your relationship with them are still good. So it's how did that kind of sort of work out in your favor?
So the TBL, even though we're taking this spring off, man, the TBL is a league like none other. It was a great experience. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. We've had, even though we participated with the official basketball league before the TBL, man, this was on a whole nother level. And I know, since starting the Central Alabama Jaguars, it's plenty of leagues that I've come to know. And I'm like, man, the TBL is much a league on a whole nother level. Miss Evelyn and Mr. Magley, those two people have made that experience great. They're very good as far as communication, and they basically open doors for not only the players but myself, the coaches, and they basically teach us the professional side of it, how to handle business, how to approach people, the appearance, how you dress, how you speak. All of that plays a part in the TBL, the professional side of it. And those guys, when I tell you they get picked up to go overseas quick, basically the goal is to basically expand those guys' career, whether it's going overseas or whether it's participating with the NBA G League. And we had one of our former players when we first started, Craig Sword. He's also currently playing in the NBA G League, the Capital City Go-Go. Is playing for us. So
they're pretty good. I was going to say, like, I think did they have draft day? TBL had draft day, or was it was like a big event that just recently happened All I remember was like tables were out, people they were doing like real nice things or whatever. So when you're talking about very high level professionalism stuff, I definitely understand that. Definitely.
Right.
Understand.
Draft day consists of a coaches meeting, owners meeting.
That's what it was.
Of drafting the players and all of that good kind of stuff. It consists of updated information from the league owners, and so they're very good by putting on a showcase of information when it comes to the league. And so it's a league like none other.
That's what I'm talking about. So, Spitfire question: what's your favorite moment so far of your journey?
The favorite moment I've had was, man, every moment is my favorite actually, because I'm able to help and stay in tune with those guys and seeing where their headspace is. So every moment with the Jaguars is a moment of excitement. So, but my favorite moment was my first season getting started. Man, I didn't know where to turn, how to approach things. I was just getting started. And so the type of team that I had, all of those guys played some sort of professional basketball, whether it was overseas, NBA. I had an NBA player that actually played with me my first year. And that's what brought the attention from the community on the style players that I had, the type of players that I had, brought the community out to see those guys play. And so those moments I would never forget. I will always cherish my first season because I didn't know basketball.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And so watching those guys taught me how to approach things, how to approach people. No, we don't need to do that. No, yeah, we need to do that. And so those guys really taught me the way, which is why I approach things the way I do with Jaguars on today. So
Gotcha. What there's another Spitfire question because you said track and field. What was it? What like was 100, 200 cross country?
A 1 runner, a 200 runner, and 4x1.
There you go.
Yeah. I was the fourth.
Oh, you were fourth leg, really? Oh man, those are your anchor. Dang.
Yeah.
There you go. Where's your what school? What school?
I went to Stanhope Elmore High School out of Millbrook, Alabama. I graduated from there in 2008. I went to Alabama State a couple of years, and I got my bachelor's degree in business admin and marketing from Strayer University, which is out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep.
So,
there you go. So Alabama born and raised, bro.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So he definitely understands the community all around there. Yeah, it's a very like I said, a real big push as far as making sure that you connect people and make sure that they understand everything that's good that you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I guess one of the biggest things I want to see or really understand, I guess, as far as when it comes to legacy. Let's just say legacy. I'll just say it like that. What do you want a legacy to be? Not whether it's just for you, whether it's for the Jaguars. What was that? That was another question I just had real quick.
I with me personally, with my legacy, I want to go down in history as one of the first. We do have a couple of minor league teams here in Montgomery, but the platform that I have is on a whole different level. And so I want to go down in history as the Central Alabama Jaguars president and CEO. Hey man, this guy put on a platform to basically build careers and help others. And so that's my goal, is to build a legacy. If I decide to step back and let someone else take over, I will always be there as far as my legacy.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, so we actually getting a little early. Usually I try to keep this at 30 minutes. Yeah, you answer all the questions fairly quickly.
I don't know is because I'm so involved in the community, and I didn't tell you this, but I did have my own league And it was a small pro-am league of all of those guys that played for me, a couple of other guys in the community. And so I had an 18 league that just finished up back in January. And we started back in October. So I was able to do a little bit more community involvement with pushing and getting those guys, keeping those guys in shape. And I actually have another spring summer league that's coming up, which will be very exciting. And I think I told you about the league when I first started. So I do have that coming up in the spring and summer, part 2. So it was so exciting, man, that those guys was actually hooping their serious, and it was very good. We actually crowned a champion. They actually used my uniforms, and they basically, thought that was my team, but I actually, added them on. It wasn't my team. I just want everybody to know that. But those guys actually won the championship, and so it was a league. We got some attention from our city council here, who's wanting to partner with me with the next. So I'm excited about that. So
there you go. Like I said, you're definitely making the right moves. Definitely pushing on, making things happen, and making sure that the community is always involved. That's one thing that I really do understand. That's one of my new I guess sayings or whatever. Created for community. Bankshot's created for community. So
correct.
That's definitely
one of the mottos that I go by is your relationship with others determine your relationship with your business. And so anybody that you come across that has ever met me will let you know that, hey, man, BJ, he's good people. He's a good person to deal with. I try to, my experience with others, I try to give the best experiences. So that way, if something was to happen, or if I need anything, or if I need someone to step in, I wouldn't have a problem. And so that's why my approach, I'm always helping others. Even if I don't have it, I know somebody that will. So yeah, that's the goal, is to keep this community alive in the game of basketball. So
that's what I'm talking about. I was going to not try to ask this question, but I guess I'm going to have to. Not saying that, I'm from down there. Montgomery's rough. Montgomery is rough. Okay, I'm just gonna be real. If you don't know what it's called, I ain't gonna say on here, but Montgomery's rough. Have you had any instances where you might have helped somebody, move past that? Move past some of their daily activities. Like, do you have anything, any source like that you like to share or can share?
My first team that I started was that group of guys. And so I was able to keep those guys off the street. Their mindset has changed because they got a different experience with the game of basketball. So we started, remind you, back in October of 2021, and we rolled all the way through April and May of the following year, which we rolled right into the OBA after that. And so, man, that first team that I had, those group of guys, they were tough. And so I was grateful that I was able to keep those guys in a different stage in life as far as their mindset and their thinking and their well-being and their daily routines. So that's basically what it's all about.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Montgomery is rough, but it depends on who you're around and what you entertain. Because I live in Montgomery, I'm from Montgomery, so and I be around a lot of people, but it's how you carry yourself, pretty much.
yeah, I get, that's true. Yeah,
it's how you carry yourself and who you're centered around, as far as your business, as far as your friendships, as far as who you hang out with. And so I'm very careful on where I go. I'm very careful on who I choose to engage in conversations with. It's rough, but it's your approach. And so basically what it comes down to, how you approach things and how you live. And so
that's that. Hey, like I say, I didn't want to I was like, I'm trying to keep it all positive, but it's like I know the city, I know how Alabama gets down, and I was just like,
You know
I
what?
think
That's where I come in and give them something to do.
there
Give
you
them,
go.
and so that's basically what it comes down to. We got, as a community, we got to pull in together and give them opportunities and give them things to do on a daily basis. Whether it's having open gym or whether it's having something downtown for the kids to go to. So just giving them opportunities to participate in something that's positive, which will change that whole dynamics of being a rough city. So
That's what I'm talking about, brother. Well, hey, stay on the stream real quick. I gotta have the computer do a couple other things. I am going to end the broadcast though, but I appreciate you being here, man.
but
Go ahead.
oh no, I said thank you for having me.
Oh yeah. Not a problem, bro. Next week, my homeboy here from the Trade Four will be on here. Do that one live. Actually, live next week. We might do online. I don't know yet, but I might actually go downtown to Winston, meet him, and talk about what he's doing here in the city. And yeah, like I said, we're doing it. We're doing it real big. Promise Man behind the business. We are always making sure that we understand what goes behind the business. Oh, did it work? Nope. Okay, we're back. Something just happened. Computer's messing up. Is it my computer? Nope, it's maybe not. Yeah, have a little technical difficulty still. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, just still stay here. Yeah, so y'all be easy. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.